Hey, welcome back to Blended, Brave, and Busy. My name is Tony. I'm a stepmom, mom, corporate 9 to 5 worker, fiance, and guess what? I'm tired. I'm tired. So, this is for moms, stepmoms who feel like you're doing everything, but it's still not enough. I hope that by the end of this video, you feel like this is relatable information, that you're not the only one going through this, because I know for me, a lot of times I feel like I'm the only one going through this very chaotic lifestyle of being a 9 to 5 corporate worker, a stepmom, and a mom, all in one. So stay tuned and hopefully you enjoy this video. What does exhaustion really look like? I think this is going to be my favorite part of the video because, hold on one second. Let me grab my pen and paper. Well, guess what? You're waking up tired before the day even started. That's a good one. You're waking the kids up. You're getting them dressed. What else? You're packing lunch. You're getting yourself ready. You're cooking breakfast. What else? Oh, you're also remembering their spirit days. Guess what? All before 8 in the morning, because guess what? They have to be out the door by 7:50. Then hmm, you have to go to work. You have to leave work early sometimes because your kid miraculously got sick, right? Okay, great. Then you're going to urgent care with a line that is longer than 2 hour wait. Okay, great. What else? Oh, you have to pick this one up from school because they're all not in the same school now, are they? Got it. Also, you have to go home. You have to cook dinner. You have to make sure the dishes are done, the dishes are sparkly clean. You have to make sure that everyone eats dinner, that you serve everybody, and then also that the kitchen is clean, right? All while washing the clothes for the 30th time because you've left them in the wash over and over again because you're only one person, right? That's my favorite, rewashing wash clothes. So, saying all of that just threw me through the loop. Hold up. I'm saying all of that to say that being a mom, working 9 to 5, being a step parent, managing however many schedules you have to manage, depending on how many step kids, bio parents are involved, it's a lot, okay? And sometimes I'm not sure how I do it, but by the grace of God, I find a way, but barely sometimes, barely. Some days I'm not 100%. Some days I might be 30%, especially if my workday was mentally exhausting. Then I come back home with all of this. I am definitely at 25.5% as far as emotional support. My body is here, but my mind is elsewhere. I just think it's important to know that moms, you are not alone. There are so many people that are dealing with this, and for some reason, I feel like this is not spoken about on a normalized, real level without the glitz and glam behind it, because there are people like me and you that are doing this every single day, and sometimes we look for that emotional support, that video on YouTube that is just like, man, I can watch this video every day because she is explaining what my life is like and making me feel okay that I'm not okay at times, because I know I'm not the only one going through that. I feel like it is really important to have a community for us moms, stepmoms, working 9 to 5 moms, because the weight on our shoulders is immense. If there's 6,000 tons on us right now, we'd still have to stand up. How? I don't know. I just want you guys to know that taking it one day at a time is all that we can do. One day at a time. So this one is actually my favorite. So now that I've explained the waking up with all of the responsibilities that you have as a mom, right? Now Let's add that stepmom layer on top. Now, how do you feel? Okay, yep. I'm starting to feel crushed. As a bio mom yourself to your own child, right? You already know there's no one else involved, right? You're the decision maker to your kid. Great, simple, right? Now add stepchildren. And I hate saying that word, but add the stepchildren in, right? Step kiddos, bonus kiddos, however you label it. Now, that in itself, not because of them, but because unfortunately they have to live in multiple households because their parents are not together. So now you have to deal with the pressure of their bio parents, right? Which can obviously be a very hostile situation. I know from experience. And that stress right there, that worry is out of this world sometimes. You feel like you're doing all that you can for your stepkid, for their child, even. And even though you feel like it is right, it is completely and utterly wrong to the bio parent. Now, it helps when you and your partner, the kid's bio parent in your household, have established, some rules, some common ground on, how you parent the child. But in our household, they're all parented as ours. We're all under one roof. Okay, if you and your partner have, um, those guidelines set out, then it makes it 10 times easier. But with the stress of managing just the exchange schedules. I mean, whose year is it for this? Whose year is it for that? Who had this on this year? Like, are we in an even year or an odd year? I mean, shoot, I don't even know what year we are in because I never have time to look at a calendar. I just want you to know that we can't let those stresses from the bio parents stress us out, because you know what? We still have to focus on feeding the children. We have to focus on bathing the children, helping the children with homework, okay? And we don't have any time or energy for that negativity, okay? Because we know that we are doing the best that we can. I think I have another favorite for you guys. Ready? Everyone checks on the kids, but they don't ask about you. Now let that marinate for a little bit. I mean, I would think the kids would be great, being that they're in school, they're clean, they're eating, they're being taken from point A to point B, they're being read their bedtime story. What about my bedtime story? Who's going to serve me? Okay, but seriously, why don't more people ask how you're doing? Everyone always wants to know, how are the kids doing? But wait a second. Can we ask how the moms are doing? Let's ask how the mom is doing, because you want to know why? If the mom is not doing well, that means I can't give my full best self to put into these kids. We're just on autopilot every single day. There are no breaks. Even when you thought you can sleep in a little bit, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I have to go to the bathroom. It never ends. Okay? It never ends. We literally have to find willpower. From where? I am not sure, because the last time I checked, my tank was empty a long time ago. Just kind of making people feel aware that you can ask how I am sometimes too, because it's important. Okay? Yes, these are my children, but they didn't come out of thin air. Okay? So let's start asking how the moms are feeling. Are you doing okay today? Do you need help with anything? Okay, here, let me go get you something to eat. Did you eat today even? Did you have anything to drink?
When's the last time you sat down? Okay, these are the questions that we need to be asking. Our partners might even know that we're burnt out. We're over here looking like zombies with bags under our eyes, and they're like, "Are you good?" Sir, ma'am, um, no, I am not. But thanks for noticing. We need a break sometimes, okay? And people need to know that. They need to understand that. They need to sit us down and say, hey, what can um, pass off to me, right? So that you're not feeling so overwhelmed. I think a lot of times that us moms, and this is me as well, we like to control every aspect about a schedule because we want it to be done our way. We don't want any mistakes in between because we know that if we get it done, it's going to be done the right way. There aren't going to be any issues along the way. So a lot of the times we are taking on more than we have to, maybe just because we feel that gratification or the secureness, I guess, of the task is being handled the right way. And I know I handled it, so I'm okay with that, right? But I think we should start passing off stuff instead of thinking about what could go wrong, because at the end of the day, it's going to get done. It might not get done your way, okay? Everyone can't be you. So you have to shake that off. You have to be okay with it being done a different way. And we have to do that sometimes. Alright, I'm going to close this video off with letting you know that you need rest too. Okay? You need your rest because you get up every day before the whole house and you go to sleep after the whole house. Okay? You need to take your and go lay down. Okay? You need rest. And you don't earn your rest. Guess what? You deserve to be well rested. As a mom, as a human that can create, you deserve rest. Okay? No one needs to make you feel guilty about taking a 10-minute break, a 15-minute nap. You deserve that rest. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if any of you guys feel the same way, drop a comment down below. And I just want to create a community that we're just women supporting other women and not judging, because people judge a lot. Okay, everyone's circumstances are different, and I just want this to be a place where all women, all moms, they can come together and kind of express their day to day, some struggles they might have, so we can get through them together, right? Because like they say, it takes a village. See you in the next one.